Good morning. This is your answer key to the paragraph editing daily review. This is a report that was written about Dolley Madison, so it's nonfiction. And let's get started. The war that began with Great Britain 2 years ago has now reached our doorstep. At the beginning of the summer, British troops began to advance on our nation's capital. Well, this is 2 sentences. Start with capital, the war, capital at the beginning, that began with Great Britain, proper noun, 2 years ago has now reached our doorstep. Insert a period here. Now remember, we show to insert using that caret mark and put the period inside it. That means capital A. At the beginning of the summer, comma, they already have that there. British troops, proper noun, began to advance on our nation's capital. Now, since we only have one nation, this should be an apostrophe to show that the capital belongs to the nation. This is a possessive noun. As we now approach the end of August 1814, comma here, if you do not insert a comma there, it reads as if there was 1,814 British soldiers, and that is not what the author intended. British is proper. British soldiers have taken over Washington, proper noun. The White House, home to my sister Dolley, proper noun, and President James Madison, all 3 proper. Her husband, comma, has been set afire. With her determined spirit, Dolley has been a true heroine. Now let's go back to this sentence here. It's got a lot of commas. The White House, comma, home to my sister Dolley and President James Madison, comma, her husband, comma, has been set afire. Each of these commas is necessary to separate the descriptive parts of the sentence. All right, the bottom section. On August 22nd, President Madison, my brother-in-law, left the Capitol to review our troops. August, proper noun. President Madison, proper noun, left the Capitol to review our troops. President Madison, my brother-in-law, we need commas here to separate this descriptor, because this part could be left out. President Madison left the Capitol. So we have to separate that to show that it's dependent on the rest of the sentence. The British moved swiftly to take Washington during his absence. British, proper noun, moved swiftly to take Washington during his absence. On the 23rd, Dolley packed important documents into trunks that were carted out of the city. Capital at the beginning of every sentence. Dolley is a proper noun. Packed important documents into trunks that were carted out of the city. It is fine the way it is. Next, she sent the White House silver to the Bank of Maryland, proper noun, for safekeeping. This is the end of a sentence, so we always use a capital at the beginning. When Dolley, proper noun, herself, finally escaped, she carried little more than the portrait of President Washington. Capital, period at the end. When Dolley herself finally escaped, comma, she carried little more than a portrait of President Washington. And check your answers, and if you have any questions or want to ask why a particular thing was changed, please send me a message.